Assalamualaikum everyone. We are from Group 7 and today we will present about Wellcall Holdings Berhad. Our focus is on the company's non-current assets and how they support its operation and financial position. Let's begin with the objective of
This
our
is
report.
our group member.
The objective of our presentation is to examine the structure and significance of non-current assets in Wellcall Holdings Berhad. We also apply several Malaysian financial reporting standards, MFRS, including MFRS 116 for property, plant and equipment, and MFRS 138 for intangible assets. Lastly, we will analyze how these non-current assets contribute to Wellcall's operations, competitiveness, and overall financial strength. Next, company overview. Wellcall Holdings Berhad was founded in 1995 and listed on Bursa Malaysia in 2006, before moving to the main board in 2008. It is Malaysia's largest industrial rubber hose manufacturer, with a strong global presence in sectors such as water, air, petroleum, welding, automotive, marine, food-grade, chemical and bulk materials. The company is headquartered in Pusing, Perak. Wellcall's strength include over 40 years of manufacturing experience, flexibility in production volumes, fast lead time, and world-class customer service. In the financial year 2024, Wellcall recorded a revenue of approximately RM209.4 million, a net profit RM46.9 million, and total asset of RM174.9 million.
Accounting Standard and Policy MFRS 116 PPE Wellcall Holding Berhad to MFRS 116, which deal with the accounting treatment for property, plant and equipment using the cost model. The company will apply MFRS to account for its factory building, machinery and equipment used in rubber hose manufacturing. Depreciation is computed using a straight line method over the estimated useful life of the asset. MFRS 15 Revenue. Wellcall Holding Berhad use MFRS 15 to recognize revenue from the sale of industrial rubber hose. Revenue is recognized when control of goods or service is transferred to the customer using a 5-step model under MFRS 15. Step 1. Identify the contract. Second, identify performance obligation. Third, determining the transaction price. Fourth, allocating the price to performance obligation and recognizing revenue when performance obligations are satisfied. MFRS 138 IE Wellcall Holding Berhad hold trademark or property technology related to hose design. This will be recognized as intangible assets subject to amortization and impairment review under MFRS 138. MFRS 141 Biological asset unlikely to be directly relevant unless Wellcall Holding Berhad has investment in rubber plantation or deal with natural rubber extraction. This standard deal with the accounting treatment of biological asset and agricultural produce at the point of harvest. 140 Investment property. Wellcall Holding Berhad owns property not used in operation like factory rented out or land held for investment. Asset will be classified as investment property and measured either at cost or fair value. MFRS 137 Provision Contingent Liability and Asset. Wellcott Holding Berhad may apply this standard when recognizing warranty provision, legal claims or environmental cleanup
I'm
costs.
going to talk about the disclosure of non-current assets. Wellcott Holdings Berhad reported 55.74 million in property, plant and equipment as of 30th September. The largest asset is plant and machinery, 77.13 million, while renovation is the smallest, around 63,884. PPE is initially recorded at cost and adjusted for depreciation and impairment to reflect its net book value accurately. As of 30 September, Wellcott Holdings Berhad reported 4.83 million in investment properties. We also can call as IP, consisting mainly of leasehold lands 3.33 million and factory buildings around 2.50 million. These assets are recorded at cost and reduced by depreciation and impairment, aligning with financial reporting standards to present a fair asset value. As of 30 September, Wellcott Holdings Berhad's intangible asset totaled around 305,027, consisting entirely of trademarks. These are measured at cost and reduced by amortization and impairment, highlighting the company's focus on brand value and adherence to consistent financial reporting standards.
Let's start with the economic and asset environment. Wellcott's largest non-current asset is property, plant and equipment worth 55.74 million ringgit, crucial for its host production. It also owns investment properties and trademarks to support revenue and branding. Despite global inflation and rising interest rates, Wellcott remains stable due to low debt and reliance on internal funding. The weakening ringgit benefits its export revenue. Overall, their cost-based valuation method ensures consistency, and continued investment in assets helps sustain growth even in a volatile global market. Now on financial ratios. The return on assets dropped slightly to 26.82%, yet still reflects efficient use of assets. Asset turnover also decreased a bit, suggesting slightly reduced efficiency in generating revenue from assets. However, the debt to assets ratio improved, meaning Wellcott is less dependent on debt, which enhances financial strength. Despite minor declines, these ratios show that the company remains solid in managing its finances and assets.
In conclusion, Wellcott Holdings Berhad has shown strong financial performance and effective management of its non-current assets, particularly in property, plant and equipment. By applying relevant MFRS standards and using the cost model for asset valuation, the company follows proper accounting rules to keep its financial clear. Even though it faced problems like rising prices and changes in currency, Wellcott stays strong by spending wisely, avoiding too much debt, and using its own profits to grow. The company efforts to protect the environment use digital tools, and sell in more countries also have is stay ahead as one of the top rubber hose makers in the world.